I'm Cavin Elizabeth. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while, but today I'm super excited because I was very inspired by the Met Gala's looks last night, and I wanted to show you guys how you could kind of emulate some of the Met Gala red carpet looks into some wedding dress looks. Now, a lot of these are, of course, going to be kind of expensive wedding dresses because the Met Gala looks are very couture. So, of course, it's going to be some of the more higher end wedding dress designers who are recreating some of these vibes, looks, and some of the styles, but I'm really excited to show you guys. So this is going to be a really cool concept video, so I hope you guys are ready. Now, if you are going to be wondering, where do I find some of these wedding dresses? One of the easiest ways to go about this, whenever you're trying to look for any store that carries the designer you're looking for, is to go to the designer's website and then go look at the top or the bottom of their website and look for something that says find a store or boutiques or retailers or stockist, and you're going to click that and you are going to find somewhere close to the nearest city to you, and that is how you're going to find the boutique. Let's go ahead and dive right into the first look. Now, this is Gigi Hadid. I think this is a really cool look. I found this Kim Casas dress and I felt like it was very similar. It has the shoulder drape, it's got like lace and tulle, and then of course the bottom skirt part is kind of a sheath and it is sheer. So this to me was very similar. It's a similar vibe. It's got a very couture feeling and it just looks great. And that model kind of looks a little bit like her sister, I think. So I really love this one. The second one, I don't really know who this person was. I don't know if they're a huge celebrity, but I'm also not into a lot of pop culture. So I might just be like behind the times. But anyways, I thought that this Dana Harrell dress really just emulated a lot of these like crossing and cutout vibes of this dress. And the dress from Dana Harrell has these cape shoulder vibes too. Really cool. But something like that would be very similar to this Chanel dress that this celebrity influencer, I don't know who this person is wearing. So this next look, Billie Eilish, she's such a cool person, and I love this look on her. It's very like sexy for her. She used to wear a lot of baggy clothes, but I love this. I think it's really edgy, really cool, very goth, but it's a halter. We're seeing a lot more halter these days. I feel like halter is coming in. That Sophia Richie girl just got married and she wore a halter dress for her wedding, so I think that's gonna be a huge trend that we're gonna see, especially for 2024 weddings. And this was a lace halter look that I found from Leanne Rochman, and it's got a lot of the same vibes, like a sheer lace vibe going on top, and then you can see that below the skirt, this dress is pretty sheer, so you could see the bride's legs in it, so very similar to Billie's look. And I'm sure like for a designer like this, for a lot of designers, you can always ask about having custom long sleeves made. Sometimes you can ask if they're not willing to do custom long sleeves, you can maybe ask for lace to see if you can order lace by the yard or lace motifs, and then a seamstress could make you matching detachable sleeves. So you can go that route, which I think would be really interesting. So if you guys are not subscribed to my channel, please be sure to subscribe. I've taken a long break, but I usually do post every Tuesday, and I have over 100 videos on here, well over 100, of a lot of different kinds of advice for couples, be anywhere from how to choose the best table shape for your wedding to wedding timelines, wedding photography tips, wedding dress tips, all kinds of things. So be sure to subscribe if you are not subscribed. So the next look is from Elle Fanning. This is a Vivienne Westwood. It is a lace straight neck. We're seeing a lot more square necks, straight necks coming in. This is beautiful. And I found this gorgeous Dana Harrell dress, Haley, straight neck, very similar type of lace. This is more of like a wiry, kind of stiffer lace than it is like soft and delicate. And I really like this look. I think it's very, very similar, so you could emulate that in this. Of course, you can find lace dresses anywhere, but I thought this one was the most similar that I could find last night. All right, this one is worn by Florence Pugh, who's super hot right now. She's everywhere, and this dress is not identical, but this one from New White, which my store, the White Flower in San Diego, does carry. We don't have this particular dress, but we have the brand. I really felt like although it's not the exact same. The shape of the bodice did remind me of Florence's dress. All right, Mindy Kaling. This is a very interesting dress on her, and the dress that I chose to emulate that is this saucy dress by Danny Tabbitt. So I know it's not exactly the same, but there are elements. It's always sometimes about the elements that are similar. So one thing I want to talk about in this Mindy Kaling's dress that she wore by Jonathan Simkai is that you can see that the points go up on her bust. Now the saucy dress by Danny Tabbitt is not quite so pointy, but it has small points, and we're seeing a lot more of those points coming through in the bridal world. And one thing that brides are loving about that is that those points kind of cover up that area of the underarms that a lot of people don't like about their bodies. And so if you normally would shy away from strapless because you're like, well, it's not going to cover that armpit area that I don't like about my body, those points will obscure that, and that is great for a lot of those brides who love strapless but don't love that area. So find a dress with little points at the bust. So that was kind of similar, and then also the little floral beaded elements on that dress I also felt were very similar. And saucy can also be purchased with a matching overskirt, so then you could kind of get that wraparound effect that Mindy Kaling's dress has. So that's why I chose this dress to emulate Mindy's dress. And if you guys have not gotten my book, A Bride's Guide to a Picture Perfect Wedding, this is a great read for you, and also a beautiful coffee table book. It teaches you how to choose your photographer and find the best style for you. Everything about your engagement session, from the wardrobe to choosing the right locations, how to build out the perfect photo timeline, and you can find it on Amazon, and it's linked down in the description below. And if you're international, you can also get it on Etsy. All right, the next look is by Kendall Jenner, who, like, people talk about her all the time, and the reason that I chose this Danny Tabbitt dress was purely because of these sleeves. I immediately was like, okay, Danny Tabbitt, Zora dress, these sleeves. And I mean, what fun are these sleeves to wave these around all night? Like, this is very Stevie Nicks. I love this. This Kim Kardashian dress, I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of this dress, even though I love Schiaparelli. But if you want something that really emulates this heavy pearl look, this dress by Leah DeGloria Drew has heavy, thick pearls on it and is really beautiful. A lot of designers will play around with pearls, but to have an all-over thick pearl dress, this is a great one. Okay, Margot Robbie in Chanel. She is stunning, stunning, stunning. And this Ida Torres dress, I believe this is probably a very affordable dress. This has some very similar feelings to it, that exposed corset boning and then that shoulder drape. This is gonna do it for you. Miranda Kerr, this is such a darling dress, and it was really hard for me to find a dress like this that was covered in pearls all over. And this fabric to me looks like some sort of taffeta because it's got that wrinkling in it, and taffeta is kind of a wrinkly type fabric. Something like this would be Lee Grebinow's J'adore dress. This, where it is kind of heavier, adorned with little beading pearls, and then it thins out all over, kind of a similar look. All right, and then Suki Waterhouse. She's very cute. She's dating Robert Pattinson, which I know a lot of people are very jealous about. And this dress by Armani de Paola, which I have covered her on my channel before. She does beautiful dresses, but this Arenophile dress, like, so similar, absolutely similar. And Armani de Paola, she has a lot of dresses that would very much emulate this Suki Fendi dress. So definitely go check out Armani de Paola's website because you could find a lot. Now, she's very expensive, but if you love this fairy look, you will love a lot of her dresses. And last but not least, Cardi B. She always dresses very, very cool and very bold. The roses on this dress, I immediately thought of Kelly Faye Tonini's rose ball gown Annika dress, which was just debuted at Bridal Fashion Week. So this dress will not really be in stores until probably about September, unless you find it on a trunk show. Gorgeous. This comes in blush ombre, which is pictured here, and it can also be done in ivory, and I'm willing to bet that maybe if you ask them to do it in black, they might do it in black as a custom. So very cool dress with the roses at the bottom. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was exciting and inspired you guys, and of course you could always probably find very similar looks for more affordable dresses, but of course these couture designers are always going to be doing things that are very similar to the red carpet. But if you guys did enjoy this, comment down below what your favorite look was, and be sure to subscribe if you are new here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!